So, hi guys, my name is Jay and I am an astrologer and researcher in the field of astrology. So, okay, to be clear, I use Parashar astrology for the predictions, but I also use some of KP astrology and Lal Kitab, and so it's kind of like a mixed thing. And I love Fal Deepika because Fal Deepika has a small Sanskrit shlokas about the particular placement of planets, so it helps us to derive like what planets want, what the particular planet wants to tell, like the real meaning of the planet. So so today we are going to see Venus in the first house through Fal Deepika. So yeah. So the first house is all about the way you look, the way your body structure is, the way you operate, the way you talk to people, your health, and so basically first house is everything in your chart. It is not for a specific area of your life like other houses, but it is like your whole body and your whole life. So the planet which is situated in your first house becomes the most important planet in your chart. Like it is as important as the lord of your chart. So Venus in the first house. So here there are two sides to Venus. People always think like Venus is all about sex, luxuries, expensive things, women in the life of males, and mm, males in the life of women. But Venus is much more than this. So of course, all the things I told also are represented by Venus, but also like Venus has much more to this. So, for example, Venus gets exalted in the sign of Pisces in 12th house, which has nothing to do with luxury because Pisces is all about giving, sacrifice, and leaving things and growing spiritual in life. So, Venus gets exalted there, and Venus gets debiliated in the sign of Virgo, which is which is the sign of Mercury, and Mercury is all about business. So, so again, the Venus in the first house, Fal Deepika says, Tanau Sutanu Drik Priyam Sukhinam Iva Drihasyam. So here, the total meaning of this shloka is the person who has Venus in his first house, the body is good, is very good looking, very capable of enjoyment, and long lived. So if we try to break down this shloka into words, so the important words here are Sutanu. Sutanu means healthy. Because Venus in this is in the first house, the person lives a healthy life unless and until it is afflicted by some other person or some malefic planets or some nakshatras. So here we have to see a lot of things in a horoscope. This is just the basic part of it. Like just the Venus in the first house, that's it. You like not any deeper. So here if the Venus is in the first house unafflicted in like completely natural, the basic prediction here is the body is good looking, he is very capable of enjoyment and long lived. And we break down this shloka. Drik Priyam. Drik means to look, and Priyam means good looking or lovely. Priyam means lovely, like the exact meaning. So this is the person who is very good looking, and you want to look at that person again and again, the person who has Venus in the first house. So Drik Priyam. Sutanu means healthy, so he lives a healthy life, and Sukhinam means capable of enjoyment. So here, Sukhinam has a lot of meanings because if the rishis joined this word or associated this word Sukhinam with Venus, it means like they want to show that the person is capable of enjoyment, like he's capable of enjoying things which he has in life. So, for example, if some person has Ketu in the first house, and even if he's very rich, he won't be able to enjoy pleasures. And if this person with Venus in the first house is not very rich in the start of his life, but then too, if even if he gets a small thing, he will be able to derive a lot of pleasure from the small things also. So something like this. So Sukhinam means capable of enjoyment, and here it specifically means sexual activities and luxuries because spirituality is not about enjoyment. So we are not talking about other side of Venus here. So we are just talking about the real the thing which people think, or the thing which people consider Venus for. So dig a little bit more deeper. The first house in the Kal Purusha Kundli is ruled by Mars, and Sun is exalted here. And Venus being placed here, it is a very soft planet. it is a watery planet. It is a soft planet, and if the energies of Venus and Mars are mixed together, it is Venus is not very comfortable here. But although Venus has its own characteristics, so it will give beauty and good looking face to a person and good looking body, but also it will give aggression to a person. So Venus in general are women in life, and if you try to mix martial energies with Venus, it is not very good unless and until they are aspected by Jupiter or something, like if there is some positive influence on the planet. So here it is generally seen that these people with Venus in the first house want to dominate others. They want to show that they are superior because they are good looking, or because they have something, or people are attracted to them. So these people always have the tendency to flex whatever they have here. So, and also if there are if the Venus if the Mars is more powerful than Venus here, then, like for example, if Mars is looking at Venus, or if Mars is with Venus, or Mars is exalted with Venus in the first house, or if there is more martial energy here, these people have seen like they raise their hands on women, they beat women, and it is not a very good placement if there is strong martial force. And the second thing which they need to take care about is control their expenses, because these people will just like walk into if they have money, obviously that depends upon the second house and all other factors in the horoscope. But if these people have money, they just walk into some expensive showroom like Dior or something, and they want to buy the most expensive stuff. So this is the problem which they have. So they want to stand out from people and show people that they are more superior than others, because Sun is also exalted here, as I told before, and Sun is the king. So if you mix Venus with Sun, the Sun is the king who wants to show he is the king, and Venus is the luxury. So Venus now mixed with the energies of Sun and Mars wants to show that he is a king by the way of luxury, because Venus represents luxury. So if we mix the energies of planets, Venus in the first house will always be like, let me buy the most expensive stuff here, let me get the best thing, because these people want to stand out, they want to be special here. But at the end they end up losing a lot of money, and because of this trait, so they should take care of this. And Venus in the first house, like the planet which represents sex in your life, and the planet Shukra, the meaning of the in Hindi, we say Venus is Shukra, and Shukra comes from the word Shukranu. Shukranu means sperm. So it is all about sex. So basically here the Venus with the first house is always continuously thinking about sex, enjoyment and pleasures of life. So sometimes he's so indulged in all these kinds of pleasures, so he won't be able to see the real meaning of life. And so basically these people live in illusion, like like thinking about something continuously, imagining scenarios with people, and it goes on and on and on for a long period of time in their life. So they should control this thing. So lastly, how to take care, or how to pacify the Venus in the first house. So Venus also represents music, art, and all types of creativities. So here Venus also represents sex and all the this another realm, and also represents occult, and also like art and music and all these stuff in life. So if you want to control this Venus, all the energy is coming from the same source, which is Venus. And to give a background of this, 40 drops of blood makes 1 drop of Venus. So here blood represents Mars and Venus represents sperm. So if you want to control the energy of the Venus, you need to go through Mars, because Mars is the basic element through which the sperm is created. So if you channelize your aggression, which is Mars, in the right direction using the Venus, which is art, music and everything, you can grow in life to any extent, any level of fame. Because here the thing is like Venus is very very sensitive. So you need to manage the aggression in the right direction. So then the Venus will be able to give good results. So this is a very karmic remedy. So here practicing music every day, So practicing music every day, doing Bharatnatyam or any type of art form, for example, sketching, drawing. If you have a proper schedule for all these art forms, or if you are interested in some kind of art form and you have all the problems of Venus in the first house, you have to make sure that you have a schedule, because Mars is a very disciplined planet. So if you have a schedule and if you put aggression into that art form and try to get better at that art form, so Venus in the first house will release all the energies in this form, rather than making you think about sex or all those things. So this is a very karmic and a good remedy for pacifying the bad results of Venus in the first house. So that's it from my side. I hope you liked it, and if you are interested in astrology or research about astrology, you can follow or like subscribe to my channel.